battle between parents of different faiths. Boki, a one-time convert to Judaism, returned to her Catholic roots after the divorce from Jerry Sims, who is Jewish. She was given physical custody of 7-year-old Rachel and 5-year-old Lauren. He was given spiritual custody. It's important to Sims that the girls continue their Jewish faith.
That's the faith that they were born into. It's a wonderful, beautiful faith, one not to be taken lightly, nor to be taken away easily.
Boki, who has since remarried, now believes her Jewish conversion was a mistake.
I was young and in love and thought that love would conquer all, and it turned out not to be that way.
She says although her girls, aged 2 and 4 at the time of the breakup, had little religious training, she initially cooperated with Sims's wishes that they be raised as Jews so the children would have just one faith. But as her own interest in Catholicism was rekindled, she wanted to share her faith with them too.
Religious custody is not a viable legal concept. And that's the best way to tell you how I feel about this case.
Sims's attorney says otherwise and went to court after Boki began bringing the girls to daily mass.
Jewish children do not go to church. It's very simple for everyone except Mrs. Boki.
Both parents love their girls, and everyone is concerned about them, members of both faiths.
It appears to be a fight for the very soul of these children. That's a very unhappy situation.
And many believe, like this neighborhood priest, one faith is better than 2 or none.
I think that is detrimental to them. And I think it would be better if there were one or the other.
There are now nearly 375,000 Jewish Christian couples in the country, so some experts say this situation could come up again and again. The Bokis and Sims plan to return to court again soon, each party trying to resolve the situation by seeking total custody, the bodies and souls of their 2 little girls. Ann McDermott, CNN, Denver.
Headline Sports is next.
That they were coming. North is facing conspiracy and theft charges in the Iran-Contra affair. The president and Mr. Bush have both denied being involved in the scandal.
Ferdinand Marcos is back in a Honolulu hospital, according to a hospital spokeswoman.
Good to be older. Would not exchange a single day or a year.
Becoming a one-man wrecking crew on a Texas freeway. Police say Stephen Dillard went on an 80-mile rampage, ramming his tractor-trailer through Friday morning rush hour traffic into anything in his path at speeds up to 90 miles an hour. Larry Meyer has more.
This semi-truck's 75-mile path of destruction came to an end some 30 miles south of San Antonio, but not before police say it caused at least 9 accidents and sent several other motorists off the road. When the 18-wheeler finally pulled over at a rest stop, police arrested the driver. 41-year-old Stephen Dillard of Ocklawackney, Georgia, faces numerous charges. It all started north of San Antonio when the fully loaded produce truck was reportedly involved in 4 accidents. The truck kept going on Interstate 10 right through the heart of San Antonio, bearing down on many frightened motorists.
I happened to glance up in the rearview mirror and saw him coming 80 plus. I dodged to the right lane and he pursued me into the right lane, but I managed to get off in the shoulder and he went by me honking his horn.
4 more accidents involving the rig were reported as the truck went through the city. And then the most severe accident south of San Antonio on I-35. The semi rear-ended this car, spinning it across the median directly into the path of a pickup truck. 3 people were injured, 2 seriously. A few minutes later, the truck pulled over. The driver told us he had no idea what had happened.
Not really.
I guess you caused a few accidents. Do you know anything about that?
It was raining pretty heavy, and if I did, I didn't realize it.
Police searched the truck and later found some cocaine in the cab. While authorities prepared to take the Georgia truck driver to jail, they were busy interviewing witnesses. Some of them said they had followed the truck for several miles, watching in horror as it caused more accidents.
As he would go around any vehicle or come upon any vehicle, he would immediately try to run over it or to ditch it. The guy's just a maniac.
The truck suffered only minor damage after leaving a string of accidents and dozens of people headed into the ditch. But if authorities have their way, the truck driver won't be back on the highway anytime soon. In San Antonio, I'm Larry Meyer.